Hi, this is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. And in this episode, I'm going to read the daily devotional for day 18. The word is crossroads. Being punctual is really a struggle for some of us. One young woman regularly leaves her house precisely at the time when she's supposed to arrive at a given function. As a result, she is habitually late for work, school, even dates. This pattern is a source of frustration to all of those who are close to her. If there's an important occasion, her family solves the problem by telling her that the event is to take place an hour prior to the actual starting time. This young woman has been in Celebrate Recovery working through other pressing issues. She has faced her denial, surrendered her life to Jesus Christ, and completed an honest inventory by listing, confessing, and sharing all of her wrongdoings, as well as the wrongs that have been done to her. After she became willing to make amends and offer forgiveness, God made major changes in her life. In fact, she has come such a long way on her recovery journey that she probably doesn't feel that her tendency toward tardiness is any big deal. By this time in her journey, many of us haven't had a drink in years, no longer surf the internet for porn sites, haven't lost our temper in months, or have been diligently following our budget. We've turned over our lives to Jesus Christ and find that we've truly been changed. But we're human beings. We're going to have some great days that we're going to have some not so great, okay, even awful days. Our inventories aren't a closed book. We need to keep journaling. It's important to keep track of the things that we're doing well, and it's equally necessary for us to elevate the areas in our lives that still need improvement. By journaling, we can look for troublesome patterns, like this young woman's lack of punctuality, that call for additional work. Even an issue as minor as being late for a luncheon appointment can cause someone else a hurt that deserves our amends. Promptly, not tomorrow, today, maybe right now. When we get to Principle 7, reserve a daily time with God for self-examination, Bible reading, and prayer in order to know God and His will for my life and to gain the power to follow His will. We've come to an important junction on the road to recovery. We're at the crossroads of our journey. This isn't a place to stop and rest on our past accomplishments. We need to thank God for getting us this far on our road to recovery, to praise Him for the many victories that we've experienced over our hurts, hang-ups, and habits while we were working the first 6 principles. But we also need to continue working principles 7 and 8 with the same devotion and enthusiasm that got us to this point in our recoveries. 1 Corinthians 10:12 puts it this way: if you think you are standing firm, be careful that you don't fall. Most recovery material refers to steps 10 through 12, principles 7 and 8 as the maintenance steps. But principles 7 and 8 are much more than mere maintenance. They involve much more than just preserving the progress that we've already made in our recoveries. It's in implementing these principles that your recovery, your new way of living, really takes off, bearing the fruit of all the changes that God and you have been working on together. It's in principle 7 and 8 that you'll live out your recovery for the remainder of your time here on earth, one day at a time. The first part of principle 7, reserve a daily time with God for self-examination. This relates to step 10 of the Christ-centered 12 steps. We continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. In order to successfully work the first part of Principle 7, we need to do the following on a daily basis. Take the time to do a daily inventory, evaluate the good and the bad choices we've made that day, admit our wrongdoings promptly. And John 3:21 states that whoever lives by the truth comes into the light. Principle 7 brings us on a daily basis into the light. Once we've seen the light, we only have two choices. We can ignore it or act upon it. Take a look at these before you check out the next video. Take a look. What are some of the poor choices you're continuing to make that are negatively affecting yourself and or others? What are some new positive choices that you've made today? Do you have difficulty admitting your wrongs promptly? Why or why not? Express in your own words what John 3:21 means to you. I hope you have a blessed day.